Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with yourself first, okay? You can have a healthy relationship outside of yourself when it comes from managing your emotions, all right? So you can see pure deep happiness, joy, excitement, okay? Some of you might be going on an awakening, all right? Because now you're looking at a relationship with yourself, managing your emotions, to identify your intuition, to bring in that healthy relationship outside of yourself and to bring in spiritual wealth when it comes from the essence of love, all right? Loving yourself, loving beings, loving planet, and loving God. We look at balancing the masculine and feminine energy within yourself so you can create with the universe, all right? Because the universe creates with you. So we're looking at co-creating, all right? Because in the word creativity, you also have the word treat. Yeah, treat. Because the universe has a treat for us when we co-create with the universe. So what treat do you have? Or is it trick or treat? Let's see what's going on, Collective, all right? Hey, you got a treat. You're looking at a beautiful new gift from the universe, from the hand of God, all right? You have to look at your gifts as like an onion, just unpeel it. All right, don't stop just from nothing to something. Always remember that you can always create nothing to something. We're looking at the star of the self, looking at a gift, all right, that's going to be turned into a treasure. Someone's looking at a new job, maybe a promotion, maybe an investment, all right, my lovelies, because now we're looking at the energy of the pentacles, okay? Someone's looking at planting a foundation, a very solid foundation, okay? It could be an earth sign person, okay? So now we're looking at the energy of new beginnings when it comes to manifestation, to co-create with the universe, to plant your seeds as a gardener, all right? Someone's happy, maybe a Leo person when it comes to the seed of the self, all right? Now we're looking at wrapping spirituality into oneself. Maybe someone's very passionate, okay, about their new promotion or a job or maybe an investment or new income. Because now you're protected from outside forces, do you understand? Because you're following the soul of the self, all right? Someone's looking at passion, okay, but be careful of the energy, all right, of maybe anger, because now you're looking at the root chakra, all right? Look at safety, look at security, okay? So now someone feels they're very happy. Hey, look at the happiness, look at joy, look at excitement, maybe about a new offer, maybe an offer as well about a romantic journey, okay? Or is a trick or a treat when it comes to romance? Is it unrequited love? Or love, or is it undying love, or just a romance when someone's playing the knight in shining armor? Okay, so we're looking at the ambition, okay? Someone's very happy about their ambitions, all right, when it comes to creating their seed of the self. We're looking at being very dignified. Maybe you're very extroverted. Could be an actor, a teacher, an athlete, okay? Because now you're looking at the gold, all right? Someone's looking at maybe someone's being very domineering. That's why they got to go to the soul of the self to be protected from outside forces. Because someone could be very excessive, all right, when it comes to loving the limelight, okay? So now you look at the pride. Someone's very pride. Someone's very pride. Is it pride? I'm very proud of you. Proud of you. Okay, someone's happy. Yay. We're looking at growth, all right? Sorry, Collective. We're looking at shelter. We're looking at cutting generational curses when it comes to the strength of the self. We're looking at knowledge. We're looking at wisdom, all right, when it comes to the soul of the self. Someone feels very protective, all right, when they bring in simplicity, moderation. Because now someone's looking at maybe happy with an earth angel, all right, because now you're looking at seeking, okay? Maybe you're seeking the soul of the self because you are an angel, looking at earth angels, or maybe someone's got a different perspective about earth angels, all right? So now someone's seeking into me, I seek to be very direct, all right? Because maybe someone's protecting themselves from outside forces because someone was exaggerating their credentials and they're being very irresponsible and tactless. Maybe at this situation, someone's balancing their emotions when it comes to exploring a lawyer or a priest, as it resonates. Because now you're looking at direct, okay? Look at the soul of the self. Remember, the soul is born to love, all right? Because now someone is looking at their own inner personal purpose. Someone's got the drive, okay, to bring in the patience, okay, to balance with the energy, to bring down what's above is below. So now you're looking at a very solid gardener, okay, that has the will and the self-motivation, very self-actualization person. Because remember, the sun, all right, is the energy, the will of the earth, just like the soul is the sun in you that gives you self-motivation. It gives you actualization. It's the source of the will, your willpower, all right, to go forward with strength, to create You could be an autonomous person, creating, all right? And you're balancing, bringing moderation, okay? You're bringing simplicity. You're dipping your emotions or your feet into your emotions, all right? I can see you bearing. Yeah, you're looking maybe for God's Tour cup. You see 2 cups on the table. Maybe you feel very happy about a solid offer when it comes to romance, a love partnership, when it comes to proposal or marriage. Or maybe someone's happy with a Queen of Swords, all right? We're looking at the Queen of Swords, someone that is balanced, all right, when it comes to the heart and the mind. Someone that looks at the needs and their wants and they very clearly. Someone that sticks up for themselves. They have healthy boundaries up. They're someone that has a very good, logical, balanced judgment, all right? So you can maybe Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person behind this person, looking at a solid offer when it comes to planting your foundation. Maybe someone feels the person is very gifted when it comes to maybe how they work, how they promote, or how they invest when it comes to themselves. Remember, we look at the soul of the self, all right? Because now we're looking at going forward, okay, into our own happiness, into our own autonomy. Do you understand? All right. Sorry, I've got way too much things on my table. Sorry, people, I've got over 100 cards, okay? All right. So now we're looking at a situation where someone feels very balanced, but there seems to be wolves around this person trying to create, okay, made clouds of confusions, illusions, delusions. But when you've got your discernment on, all right, you can take control of that and keep on going. And you're not, see what I mean? You're protected from outside forces because you're ignoring the wolves in sheep's clothing, all right? So now you see the Queen of Swords, all right? We're looking at the Queen of Swords when it comes to the mastery of self. We're looking at divinity, we're looking at God. Okay, she's the only one with the rosemary. She could be divorced, all right? We're looking at spiritually being guided or looking at a spiritual leader when it comes to the mental, all right? You can see she's got the crown chakra solid on her head. That represents the mystery, the mastery of mental, and it shows she's connected to spirituality. This could be a spiritual leader, all right? Or could be a judge or just a leader, all right? Being led, all right, by angels. Maybe you're in a situation, okay, maybe someone behind this person's back is in regret, or this Queen of Swords regrets. So into me, I feel this regret, all right? It could be a Cancer person or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person when it comes to a solid foundation, all right? So now we're looking at maybe someone was focused, all right, on the emotions, the rivers, all right, that wasn't going deep within oneself, because now you see 3 of Cups. Someone's focused on a third-party person. It could be people, things, and places that would maybe driving out their energy, the emotions, all right? Maybe getting false promises, okay? Or maybe someone just breaking people's hearts so they won't turn around. So now we're looking at feeling unloved. When 5 of Cups is all about a loss. Maybe someone feels like they lost maybe a solid offer with a Leo person, or someone that's very happy, an earth angel when it comes to the Queen of Swords, all right? Because now someone's looking at, not looking round, about maybe at a romantic love when it comes to God's Tour cup, partnership, when it comes to proposal or marriage. Now someone's in regret. Maybe they're losing maybe a Leo person. Maybe that's how a Taurus or Capricorn person feels like this, maybe, take it as it resonates. So now this looking at blending the emotions when it comes to the light and the dark, when it comes to information, knowledge, okay? Queen of Swords, she knows people are barking around her. It could be a group of people, okay? Because 1 person is individual, 2 people's company, 3 people is a crowd, a group, all right? So let me see a group of people hounding around the Queen of Swords, and she's not paying them no damn attention. Because once you have that sword of truth in your hand and you get messages from God around you, you don't care. It could be a Leo or a Taurus person when it comes to that loss, when it comes to maybe donations, or maybe when it comes to community assistance, gifts, equal give and take. There was a loss and an equal give and take when it comes to a Leo person or a Taurus person behind the Queen of Swords back. So now you're looking at a new beginning for a Queen of Swords. She's very happy. Okay, but someone feels like they've made a loss, maybe a Leo person. Because now you're looking at the knowledge is very bare. Look at the garden. It's growing. She's protected, using intuition, the truth, discernment, self-control, self-discipline, you know. But now there seems to be a masculine. His garden is bare. Looking at losses when it comes to information of not probably being protected from outside forces. So now we see maybe someone is not looking at a bridge beside them. Okay, maybe they're in sadness, but cleansing for new growth or opportunities. Maybe they're looking at the ocean while they're looking at people, things, and places. One of the things could be looking at the oceans of the emotions, to look at the possibilities of tapping into the emotions and allowing the emotion to relax and allow the power of the universe to work in your life. Do you understand? So now someone's probably looking at their emotions in one of their cups when it comes to the state of their emotions or their movements. So someone can move when it comes to a personal journey, all right, when it comes to transformation or staying afloat when it comes to the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe something's been exposed, or this Queen of Swords is being protected from outside forces when it comes to a conflict, because it's highlighted. The soul of the self is so bright and so balanced, you know. Earth, soul, patience, Queen of Swords, abandon, loss, looking at losses. Someone's looking at a conflict, maybe a Leo person, because someone is happy. Do you understand? Even though there's a conflict with about 5 people hounding, do you know, everyone's bringing tensions are hot, because the closer you get to the sun, do you understand, is the more you see the conflict. All right, so now the conflict is more highlighted outside, from inside, from above to below. Now it's outside. So now someone's looking for a needle in a haystack when it comes to maybe creativity. People are not looking to make a common ground. All right, but at first they were happy. The energy was happy. Maybe you live abroad, somewhere sunny. But now people ain't happy. It's conflicts now. All right. So now you're looking at conflicts over work or at work when it comes to someone, when it comes to self-mastery, when it comes to self-craftsmanship. Someone's too happy. So now it's made a conflict with 5 other people. Now you're probably looking at happy haters when it comes to the mill, all right, of spinning their wheat to bring harvest, okay? So maybe they was harvesting for a while, but now this come to a halt. Do you understand? Because now they're looking at loss because of a conflict over happiness or the soul of the self, all right? Or conflict over work or tools. When it comes to someone's inner resources, having all the tools to bring about self-mastery, but they don't have the tools. This is why there's a conflict, all right? Maybe they were offered a blueprint. They thought they knew it all. Yeah, let's go. No, conflict now. Why? They don't have the tools. They don't have the tools, man. So now you're looking at a situation. Maybe a Leo person is protected from outside forces, but they need to take the will of the self and turn around and believe, or know, and to know, because in to know, I know thyself. It's not about belief, man, because belief has the word lie in it. It's know thyself, all right? So now someone's probably looking in their hut and seeing their tools, okay? So now it's been highlighted. This seems to be conflict with other people. Like, you're not going, I want it. No, you want it. No, I want it. No, it's mine. Get lost. It's your loss, not mine. Do you get me? So just keep on going, collective, right? Have patience when it comes to this conflict, rivals, all right? It seems to be a challenge, an obstacle when it comes to people's happiness, or when it comes to the soul of the self, when it comes to creation, to bring down their own seeds. Because now you're looking at a conflict when it comes to generational wealth or leaving a legacy or inheritance. Have that patience, collective. Grow your seeds and water it. So there's no water, right? Oh, yeah, water it. Hey, patience, water it. Water your seeds. Can you see your plants? Now they're growing because you're taking your time, patience. Do you understand? You've got one on the table, very tiny. Maybe they saw this very tiny one on the table that was presenting them, what's in front of them was this little pot. They thought, yes, wicked, generational wealth. Skirt, no, conflict, sorry, wrong, more to come. Now they're in conflict. Why? They don't have the tools. Why? Because Queen of Swords is guided by God. We're looking at generational wealth. We're looking at being guided by God. All right, it's my God card as well. All right, we're looking at being inherited. Maybe this inheritance, a family inheritance, is God. All right, this could be God's wife. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? It's that close. It's a family to God. Are you a family to God? Are you doing it by your actions, your intentions, or you're doing conflicts to bring that darkness? Remember, we have 2 energies, dark and light. Are you taking God on as your family by your actions, energy, intentions, or are you doing it by conflicts, which is more on the dark side for your pentacles? So now you're looking at someone being very protective when it comes to the groundness. Why? Because there's too much darkness, because someone's missing an element when it comes to the pentacles. It is the tools. They don't have the tools, all right, within themselves to bring what's above is below, and the tool is self-love. self-love, man. That's all it takes is self-love, baby. Correcting your flaws and walking in love. And they don't have that capability. Too much darkness, too much conflicts. Now, you see the little pot there? Maybe they had a little pot yassa, bearing now. They thought, yeah, tree's growing, no leaf. No leaf is growing. Why? The energies, they're not friends. Remember, friends are here for a season of reasons. You understand? Just like leaves, they come and they go. Some stay, some don't. Now they're dropping off. Right? Intuition. You've got to use your intuition. Maybe someone had a conversation with these people, but they're very immature. Maybe someone's packing their bags, all right? Leaving with no expectation, leaving the baggage behind and taking up the soul of the self with their seeds and going about their business. Do you understand? The ship is here. So now we're looking at the ship, all right? We're going for a personal journey. Use your intuition. Trust your intuition for your personal transformation so you can stay afloat when it comes to your pentacles and your happiness. It's not going to come to conflict when it comes to unpacking your one seed into many seeds. Remember, your gift is like an onion. There's much more. They saw this one look of something, thought, yes, generational wealth. No, there's much more seeds from that one seed. So now they're seeing this conflict. Why? Because they can't get to that. They don't understand the mechanism, do you understand, of the soul of the self. Why? Because they're always conflicted with their own self. Maybe it could be a Taurus or Capricorn person. So now you're looking at the will of the self. Conflicted. Someone's conflicted with their happiness. It's either happiness or pentacles. And someone chose pentacles for their happiness. So now they're conflicted. This is a needle in a haystack. Well, especially when you're not using your intuition. So now someone's going through a tower moment. All right. Or maybe someone's going for a shock, but someone's going for a pride before the fall. Because in the foundation, maybe there's a conflict with people trying to break down someone's foundation. All right. Because then there may be someone trying to break someone's spirit. Do you understand? But you can't. Because it is the key. The key is the knowledge, the discovery of self. Know thyself, all right? So now someone's got unwanted changes coming, maybe. Because now you're looking at unwanted changes, ruin, disgrace. And then you look at upheaval, violence. So now you look at some dark times now when it comes to replanting the foundation. Because why? When you plant a foundation away from your intuition, now you're bringing conflict in. Why? Because this is when the devil comes in with self-destruction. Okay, now this is when the earth angels come in and start writing down the people them naughty names in the book. That's where you've got the 12 juries, all right? You've got Aries, you've got Taurus, you've got Cancer, you've got Gemini, you've got Leo, you've got Virgo, you've got Libra, you've got Scorpio, you've got Sagittarius, you've got Capricorn, and you've got Aquarius. That is the 12 juries that go up back to heaven to give God, the judge, we just saw. Hey, oh my days, I'm sorry, I swear to the God above, I did not see this in my hand. I did not see this in my hand. And it goes back to God, the judge, the judge. So you've got to be careful about your conflict when it comes to your happiness. Is it happiness or pentacles? What is it? Because pentacles only darkness. So now you've got conflicts. Why? Because people are looking for a needle in a haystack. They're not using their intuition. They're conflicted with the soul of the self. So now you look at a foundation coming down, all right? Because now the angels have gone up, do you understand, to God and given God the naughty names, you know, because Satan claws came down with the laws of destruction into someone's foundation. That is either like maybe breaking someone's spirit, but it seems to be out of these 4 people, 2 people are coming out. Or 2 people have gone already and 3 more left to go. Or maybe 2 more left to go. Who knows? You can't break someone's spirit. Maybe someone's given up breaking someone's spirit. Because we saw God. God is your protection. G-O-O-D. Take that one extra O out. What do you have? G-O-D. Good. Just be freaking good, you lot, man. That's all it takes. And then you take that extra O and you put it in the universe. Because it's O, a beginning. This is when it's like the Fool card as well. Do you know what I mean? The beginning of your spiritual journey. You blend in the mind, the body, the soul, but don't forget the heart. Because the heart is the seat of the soul, all right? So no one can't break the spirit when they're having this insight, watching from afar. Now they're feeling this loss when it comes to pentacles, okay? So now you're looking at a loss, maybe a Scorpio person or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person when it comes to unwanted changes. Maybe someone's given up, they brought their own spirit. Now you've got pride of punishment. Now they're going for their own punishment now from within. Do you understand? Because now you're looking at justice. Told you, now you go up to the spiritual court now. And now someone's heart's being weighed. how they see their fulfillment. What's your happiness? What does happiness mean to you? What is your happiness? Is it superficial plastic stuff? Or is it the soul of the self? The soul meets the self? Which one is it? Or is it lying, stealing, cheating? Is that part of your happiness? Are you lying about your happiness? Well, that's your decision. Those are your decisions. If you want to do promiscuity, that's your decision. Now, someone's stuck in their head about unwanted changes. Could be just with a four of swords. Now, someone's doing their own sabotage. Conflict. All right? So now maybe an earth sign or water sign sees Leo's happiness, and now they bring conflict. There's about 5 people. When it comes to pentacles, when it comes to the foundation of an earth angel. So now the earth angels come inside, they've done the naughty names of the people then, and now you're seeing the Queen of Wands maybe feeling this loss maybe, because now you're seeing rivals, conflict, 5, 6, because she's got a wand in her hand. So now she's part of this conflict now. So you see this 5 of Wands. So now you see 5 people. Duh! Bullies. Do you know what I mean? Rivals, challenges, obstacles, and they haven't even got the tools. So what are you coming to competition with? Now they got unwanted changes. They brought their own spirit. They were only looking at the pentacles. That was it. They wasn't looking at the bigger picture. Do you know what I mean? You working on you is not going to benefit me. It's benefiting you. Now they're feeling this loss. Why? Because they feel stupid being a competition to a Queen of Swords. Silly, holding on to people's properties for greed or desire for that long-term security. Why? Too much money on the brain. Block when it comes to the crown chakra. When it comes to the sacral chakra, blocked. Why? The heart is too heavy like a stone. So now it's going to be weighed in spiritual court. Why? Imbalance. Everything they do is look for money. So now everyone to them, when it comes to property of people, things, that's their property. Now they're conflicted. Why? Because they're fighting over other people's property that don't belong to them. Because everyone is property to them. Because they are property. They're the Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper. So now you see a challenge maybe with a Queen of Wands, a very selfish person, all right? Very vengeful person, very selfish. Maybe push on their own values onto other people. So now they see this conflict now. Rivals, challenges, obstacles. They create your own obstacle. Your own obstacle. Pushy, over-demanding. When it comes to their pentacles, about seduction. So now you've got conflict within yourself. Because what's above is below. What you manifest is what you bring about. What you put in is what you get back. So now someone's looking at being exaggerating. Maybe a Sagittarius person. Exaggerating about being maybe independent. What is independent to you? Is it independent, relying on people to bring in your independence? That's not independent, because when everyone goes, that's it. You've made your losses. Or is it self-sufficiency? What does independent mean to you? Because now someone's looking at boundaries with a conflict with a Sagittarius person. Someone's spirit feels like it's broken, because now the soul of the self is exhausted. Now they conflict with their own happiness, because now someone's looking at boundaries by looking at this Queen of Wands. Boundaries, the wounded warrior looking at these boundaries, man. It could be a distorted feminine, pushy, overbearing. It's all about sex. Could be a water sign woman or an earth sign person. Now they're looking at losses now, because someone's putting up healthy boundaries when it comes to their pentacles. When it comes to generational wealth, when it comes to leaving an inheritance. It's not about looking after overbearing, demanding females that don't know what they're doing because they conflict with their own happiness. They need other people, things in place for their own happiness. Oh, wow, keep moving forward. Because now someone's conflicted. Someone is very boiling hot, boy. Oh, yeah, firing hot. Create their own conflict. Now, because they create their own conflict, we don't want to take it out. That person they picked on. So now they're in judgment about their decisions when it comes to the pentacles, when it comes to creating that pentacle, laying down them seeds. They can't do it. Incapability. Because now you're looking at the capabilities to love. Lack of personal boundaries. No personal boundaries. Why? Because they don't have no value. Now you're looking at someone showing how their attitude is when it comes to love. When it comes to loving the money. How you get your money is how you lose it, baby. So now someone's refining their whole life on the plastic. So now they're conflicted. Someone's probably used to that environment now. You know when you're constrained into an environment you can't change? They can't do their personal expansion. They broke their own spirit. Now they're exhausted, burned out, burdened by the soul when it comes to fortune or good luck. So now someone's looking at optimism or confidence, pride before the fall. Now look at the pillar, look at the balance. Someone's seeking balance, all right? Or maybe someone's seeking support when it comes to a lawyer or maybe philosophy or a preacher or something. Because now you're looking at maybe a Leo person defending, maybe an earth angel or this Queen of Swords defending themselves. You don't care about everyone else behind their whole team of people putting their money together, fighting over things that don't belong to them. No, stand up for yourself. Maybe a Leo person standing up to maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, a Sagittarius person, or maybe a Scorpio person holding on to people's property, the Grand Reapers. The Queen of Swords ain't your property. Remember, you got paper, she's got sword. Where you going? You got plastic, she's got sword. The truth, the word, the truth. What have you got? Plastic, practical thing. So now you're conflicted. Practicality can't get you nowhere, especially when you're only using seduction. Now you're conflicted. Why? Maybe a wounded warrior's got his boundaries up now. Now someone's conflicted. You can't hold on to people's things now. Why? Because the closer you get to the sun, is the more these people run away. Because what? The darkness don't like the light. Vampires don't like the light, man. And lies don't like the truth. Simple. Lies don't like the truth. Now it's their burden. Their burden they have to carry. Their foundation. It's a burden now. Maybe someone wants to come in. Maybe someone wants to seek the truth. All right. When it comes to this burden, maybe someone's burnt out, trying to break someone's spirit and it's not working. Someone's being very irresponsible, very tactless. All right. When it comes to the soul of the self, they're not very confident. They don't have the willpower. All right. And they don't have no inner purpose. So now they're conflicted within themselves when it comes to their own individuality or when it comes to creativity. Do you understand? So now we're seeing the strength of maybe the Queen of Swords when it comes to losses, maybe the Leo person or Sagittarius person. Or now you're looking at maybe the Gemini person being very blunt when it comes to someone having the strength to bring in healthy boundaries after a conflict, maybe with a Leo person and a Taurus or a Capricorn person. Someone standing up for themselves when it comes to the will of the self. You see the soul. You don't care about the nays and the no-nos when it comes to the earth sign person, bring down their rains of foolishness. No, you can bring your hells of stones. All we're going to do is water it, baby, and make it into something into nothing. That's the thing about air signs. You can take away everything. All right? You can leave a stone. They left nothing into something. So they don't care about the nays and the no-nos. You understand? Because something, from nothing to something to everything. Now they're conflicted, this group of people. Maybe a Taurus person, an institution now. They got boundaries. Boundaries. Lack of boundaries. Unorthodox practices. And they're going to talk about, oh, they got called in by God, or, you know, I'm religious, or I'm spiritual, I'm a spiritual leader. No, you don't stop people. That's madness. And now someone's saying that this Queen of Swords, she's sexy, she's courageous, she can use her intuition and her truth to go through anything. It's about discernment. Because now someone's looking at the overview of everything. Foundation, solid, plain. Now we're finishing. Now we're going to the stability. Someone's probably looking at twin flame energy. Maybe somebody was conflicted when it comes to the tools of the self, when it comes to planting maybe a real estate, or maybe a house, or maybe it comes to their own stability, man. Ground shit, 4 of Wands. It's all about like homecoming, celebrations, family, friends, union, pure conflict. That means dysfunctional homes. Do you know what I mean? Why? No peace. They put money over peace and happiness. Now they're conflicted. Plastic piece of people. Plastic piece of people. You can't tell these people no. No, darlings, I'm entitled. I don't care if it's yours. It's mine, duh. Oh, it's mine, duh. Come back, my dear. No, you go back to where you came from. Now you're looking at the Emperor, maybe a Leo person standing up for himself when it comes to generational wealth. You'd be leaving a pathway of generational wealth, all right, maybe. Some of you look at Aries person. Maybe look at the courage, the ability when it comes to the Emperor, taking charge, all right. Maybe having that desire, okay, to plant your foundation. Maybe it got a bit aggressive when it comes to that drive. Go for it, man. Go for your values. It's about not just survival, it's about living, man. You got to live as well. You got to balance, you know. So someone's concentrating their energy, or maybe being the Emperor, the courage, the ability to take action when it comes to personal expansion, when it comes to leaving generational wealth, when it comes to new horizon. But now someone's looking at the pillar of self when it comes to maybe balance, seeking balance, maybe a solution to a support to a solution, or a problem to a solution. We're looking at the possibilities. And a very thin possibilities, man. There's no emotion till it goes over here. After the conflict, all emotion, no emotion to water, nothing. All they had is look a pot of seeds. Thinking of generational wealth, no. Looking at a lover. Maybe a lover, maybe a Sagittarius person, a Gemini person, or a Taurus person when it comes to love or institution. It's a burden. 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 Someone's looking at astral love. Someone's allowing astral love to help them with their burdens, the highest peak of love, right? Someone's coming out of the Garden of Eden because they understand there's too many options of lovers, Okay, maybe it comes to a Taurus person, Sagittarius person, maybe. So now you look at maybe a Gemini with too many lovers, it's a burden. So now you go through that by looking at the highest peak of yourself. Because behind maybe a chosen lover, they didn't see the snake, deception, illusions, whatever. But you have to look at the peak of yourself when it comes to love, to go through an illusion by using your intuition, your psychic gifts. And there's the angel right there. Then you see your soulmate. This could be a masculine energy. Maybe an air sign and a masculine, because the sun is always represented by the masculine, all right? So now you're looking at what in your seeds. Maybe a Gemini person is being very outspoken. Maybe someone's making a very massive lifestyle change. Maybe someone's planting, maybe agricultural farming, got a farm, got tractors and everything. But it's a burden working with the peak. It's best you do it on your own. Do it on your own. Now they feel better on their own. Do you understand? Because now you're planting that solid foundation. Now you're planting. Now somebody wants to come home, maybe do reunions, all right? Maybe looking at a loss when it comes to a home after a conflict, because it's now it's burnt out in this energy of this house. Maybe this is dysfunctional family. Someone's moving because now it's become a 5 of Wands, all right? And that's not a very good thing. There's lots of conflict, fights, rival, dysfunction when it comes to friends. It's just an upheaval. And that's the truth. God said, that's not my home. God said, I don't think so. I do not think so. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, soulmate. When it comes to twin flame energy, we're looking at Gemini, Aquarius person. When it comes to Leo person, with the truth. When it comes to ideas, plans, clarity, and breakthroughs of ideas and plans, they don't have the tools. When it comes to God, God is guided. All right, God is guiding the Queen of Swords. So people are barking up the wrong tree. All right, there's too many wolves around the Queen of Swords. Wolves in sheep clothing, and now the sheep, the skins come off the wolf, and now we can all see the wolves. Why? Discernment. Now the wolves, sheeps, are now clouds. You skinned off the wolf with sheep clothing, and now we've made it into clouds. That's how powerful air signs are. Because why? They're very self-sufficient. Very self-sufficient. Very self-sufficient. All right? Always has been, always will be, but someone was in their own delusion. When it comes to personal expansion, when it comes to process, or maybe when it comes to judging the King of Swords. Okay, now you're seeing the courage and the ability. Told y'all. Hey, protected by God, man. Outside forces. Hi, God. A balanced King and Queen of Swords. Maybe someone's happy. Maybe a Leo person being guided by God. All right. Now you're protected from outside forces. God is sitting on the wall watching this conflict, boy. We'll just say, keep going. Because I don't know what you're going to burn yourself out. And they did. They just broke their own spirit. They burnt out their own self. Because why? When you use your intuition, your discernment, all right, you always are protected from outside forces. God is real. God is coming. God is going to come out that sky, whether you don't like it or not. And when God comes out, these people are going to be running around like headless chicken. God is coming. God is coming. God is coming. Headless chicken, headless chicken, headless chicken. Now they made that loss. Why? Someone came with the truth, maybe a healer. They said, fix up your flaws. They're gone now. Earth angels gone. Now you're stuck in your own conflict. You can't go through this hall. Hey, it's like my dream when I told everyone on this field was all running to God, and I stopped them right here at the gate, and I said, you can't come through, you know, because I saw God, I saw the lion, and I saw God with the lion, and I stopped everyone, and I said, no one can get through without love and truth. Do you understand? You have to correct your flaws. Why? Because God, even though she's guided by God, God is the all-seeing eye, and no one's seeing that God's seeing everybody. God is in the trees. God is in everything, people, things, and places. Now you're seeing people are now in this conflict. Now they're looking like the Walking Dead. Look at these skeletons. They drained themselves out so much. Now we're seeing their true identity. Why? Because we took off the sheep and clothes in the sheep in whatever wolf clothing, whatever you call that saying. Put it in the comment box. Kind of how it goes. The sheep in wolf clothing. Now you can see they're Walking Dead people. Why? When you got discernment, you see people's true entity. No lie. Told you, use your intuition. Use your intuition. You'll see people's true entity behind them. All right. So now someone's allowing the oceans of possibilities by relaxing in discernment, all right? So when someone's relaxing, maybe a King of Swords, relaxing in discernment and allowing the power of the universe to work in their life when it comes to maybe emotional state or maybe emotional movements of the emotions. Now, when you've got the emotions and you trust your intuition, someone feels like the Queen of Swords is the higher priestess, all right, and is guided by God, and is the higher priestess higher than the Pope. Do you understand? Someone is happy to see God. We're all going to be happy. So now we look at the possibilities, all right, because now you're trusting your intuition. Because there's secrets to be revealed. There's a mystery, but it comes with discernment. You've got to trust your intuition. You've got to trust your own inner self, all right? Balance the feminine and masculine in you and bring that calmness, plain, and come inside and see God. Come inside and see God, man. God's angels, earth angels, they've gone up and saw God, and he gave everyone, God's got everyone's naughty names, you know? You don't have to believe me. It doesn't really matter. Because someone's looking at earth angel and a star seed and a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords has been guided by God, earth angel. We come to heal when it comes to generational wealth, when it comes to King of Wands, the Emperor, a Leo person. Because now you're looking at maybe generational wealth, okay? We're looking at leaving a legacy. Because now you're looking at, I just heard Penfold and Ginger Mouth. Come to save the world. We come to get rid of the villains. Come to save the world, man. And it takes more than one person. Do you understand? It takes more than one tree to make a forest. So what's the conflicts about? Everyone's a tree. Everyone's a gardener. What's the conflicts about? I don't get it. So now they're draining out their own self. Now you got pride of punishment. Pride of punishment. Acting like crocodiles in the ocean, ready to just snap on people for no reason. And snip, snap, snap. You're my snack. For my crocodile shoes, because I'm a plastic, whatever, you know? No. Someone's pouring spirituality, the cosmos, within themselves, right? And that is the 12 drawers are within this Aquarius person to create the star seed. The star seed is in you, collective, right? Because now you're looking at pouring spirituality in oneself, all 12 stars within you, aligning all 12 stars within you. The sun to give you inner personal purpose. The moon to make sure that, you know, your mood is balanced every day with purpose, with your activities. Do you understand? Mercury will help you with the conversation when you're doing your discernment when it comes to relationships, your reasons, your knowledge, your logics. Then you got the Venus is about love. How are you loving? Is it loving pentacles or do you love your happiness? What is it? Is Pentacles your only happiness with conflict? Is that your happiness? Well, good luck to you lot. So you're looking at they're maybe looking at karmics. That's all they love. You understand? Money. How they gain money. Do you understand? Because they're always having that fear of losing. So now you're looking at the courage when it comes to Mars. Because that was Venus, love. And then you got Mars. Courage, abilities. You take that courage with the Mars. Now you got Jupiter, personal expansion. You got Saturn. You got something to learn from. How to maybe operate within your limitations when it comes to fear, obstructions, limitation, whatever the Saturn energy is. Do you know what I mean? Then to me, Saturn's mind of Satan. So you got Uranus, able to likes the BBLs, isn't it? Uranus, you understand? No, don't take it literally. You're taking down the Satan clause, man. No, Uranus, what is your own individual purpose when it comes to the planet of Uranus? Find your own individual, unique self. You can create from your own inspiration. Stop making breakthroughs by being a freaking conflicted rebel. You're not being a rebel in the right way. So now you can make your own breakthroughs, but these people are too fucking conflicted. They're not independent and original enough to make their own breakthroughs. They need people, things, and places. So that's where they're having their downfall. All right? So now you look at Neptune, look at the spirituality, look at visions, look at creativity from the imagination, from your psychic ability to lead you with discernment, correcting your flaws, walk in love, talk in truth, and there you go. Now you use that Neptune, and then you go into Pluto. There you go, man. That's simple. There's your power. That's simple. There was nothing to hide. There was nothing to say, oh, I want to be the one. Everyone speak. A lot of people speak like this. I'm not the first. I'm not the last. So people fighting, arguing, being silly. It's silly. It's childish behavior because when God comes in and says, right, you got soul, you got soul, you got soul. Look under your chair. I'm Oprah. You get me? Because she's Aquarius. I'm Oprah. You got everything under your chair. Nobody wants to look under their chair. Nobody wants to look under the hood of their car and sort out the MOT, go into service. No, I want you to service for me. So then when God leaves, everyone acts so prim and proper. Oh, God is here. Hello, God, darling, because they want pentacles. Oh, God bless, darling, because they want the pentacles. Soon as God is gone, fighting. Fight, 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 fight. Soon as God leaves the place, it's like you don't need people to come in and put you in order. This is why God's got the emperor. Because you masculines and you kings and queens are too disruptive when it comes to planting heaven on earth. You're not healed enough. This is why emperors are waking up, if you like it or not, because you had your chance. Simple. Go and cry to your mother and your father. You understand? You had your chance. Now God's coming with his justice now. Judgment Day is here, if you like it or not. You've had plenty of time to sort yourself out. Now you're looking at foundation when it comes to a Leo person, or when it comes to Queen of Swords. She's going to have victory when it comes to planting a foundation. All right, when it comes to investment, all right, because God saw everything when it comes to behind the veils, or maybe getting investment money to a Taurus person to plant their foundation. So now you're looking at their foundation coming down. It's a repent time, boy. Fuck your public opinions, man. You need to focus on what God thinks about you. Forget about what anyone else thinks about you. What does God think about you? That should be your concern. Ooh. That was a big Someone's crying. Someone's crying. Someone needs to heal. Maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person is crying about this knowledge. Because a big bubble of yeah, someone's crying. Someone's spitting out tears, spitting out horrible things. That's why there's a conflict over money. With a Leo, maybe water sign. Someone's crying, someone's spitting their dummy out their pram. Because they created this foundation. A water sign, an earth sign, and a Sagittarius person created this foundation on the top of an earth angel or Aquarius person when it comes to the Emperor, Leo person. So the person's problem is a Sagittarius person, a Scorpio person, and a Taurus or a Capricorn person, maybe the whole family. This is why God is watching, the all-seeing eye. God is seeing everything on our door, everything. So now you look at wounded warrior, or maybe they tried to make this Queen of Swords wounded, but God said, no, I'm healing her every single part. I sent her here, you fools. Why would I leave her here in a conflict with you lot? Come on, use your common sense, people. Karmics, use your common sense. Sent her here to take that leap of faith. Why would I leave her in the middle of conflict? You're just having conflict to yourself. You made a rival and turn to yourself. Now you're looking at the possibilities of this Queen of Swords, all right, using the intuition, having faith in God. Do you understand? Take that leap of faith. No baggage, no expectations, no nothing. Lead them with their expectations. Fake expectations. False expertise. Look at your own happiness, because you can't fake a 10 of cups, all right? So that's God's family, 10 of cups. Love and support by God. Taking that leap of faith. You see the difficulties. Look, let me tell you, sharks. You got sharks harboring around the Queen of Swords, man. Looking at her emotions. They want to bring conflicts. God said, come on, you lot, man. Why would I leave her like this when I told her to take that leap of faith? Why would I do that? I'm the one, I woke her up when she's little. Why would I do that? When she's little. I've been following this little girl since she was little. Pamper. Why would I leave her when I built her for this purpose? Come on, people. Starseed, Earth Angel, coming back to God. Judgment Day is here, man. Whether you don't like it or not, Judgment Day is here. Someone's looking at losses when it comes to a house, or when it comes to maybe promotions, when it comes to maybe work. Someone's losing, man, because of a conflict when it comes to maybe their own religion, when it comes to spirituality, or maybe when it comes to the King of Swords, when it comes to the Queen of Wands. Because now we're looking at the Empress and the Emperor. Someone tried to create losses for the Empress, all right, when it comes to twin flame connection, when it comes to being with the Emperor, all right, a Queen of Swords, as you can see, Queen of Swords, Empress. They tried to make a loss. So now we're looking at maybe Queen of Wands was exaggerating, bringing her big mouth into people's business, pushing their values onto other people. God said, mind your business. Can you see me? Am I telling you what to do? Until then, relax. Just use your intuition. God's given us all a purpose. Relax, people. Karmics, you need to relax. Go and do the work. Correct your flaws. Withdraw. Move on. Move on. So now you're looking at maybe a 5 of Cups. Losses. Regrets. Grief. Now, maybe people feel abandoned by God now because you're going to be revealed as a walking dead people because of your conflicts. God's going to prove I gave you all a soul, all a purpose. And as soon as I left the freaking playground, earth, university, universe, you lot are squabbling. Clashes of religious philosophy, teachings of the higher education comes to God. Do you know what I mean? You lot are just... And then now there's secrets, rituals when it comes to cults. They're not breaking generational curses, these karmics. They're more using sexual activities for shared assets. Do you know what I mean? For their legacies and their wills. No, you're bringing conflicts. You can't see God that way. Everyone has abundance. Just, it takes patience, moderation. So now someone's looking at someone's values maybe, or maybe someone's looking at the energy of someone's willpower maybe. When it comes to this conflict, someone's heartbroken about a wish fulfillment. Maybe God's heartbroken about wish fulfillment. Heaven on earth is very disappointed with his children. They're very disappointed. Very disappointed with his karmic. Walking dead people don't have no behavior. Yeah, with promiscuity. God don't condone promiscuity. So maybe there's a fire sign person was coming forward, but the snake stopped him, man. Snakes, manipulation, deception, slithering like God can't see. Oh yeah, the snake in the garden, Eve with that evil apple. Whee! Lion stealing, cheating people's information, looking back at an Aquarius person, a Leo person, still creating conflicts. Now they got conflict of the soul. Why? Because someone was relying on the conflict. Somebody was relying on the conflict with a Empress. Oh, there we go again. Earth sign person, I guess. Lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with it with these opportunities. No, it's been very much highlighted, my darling. Oh, yeah, someone doing the walk of shame. Shame for their game. So now we're walking away from a conflict to be more reliable, all right? Because now it comes to planting. See that you got your seed, your gift from God to plant. You got your seed. Think about God, outside forces protected. Now you're more reliable. Patient man rides donkey. This could be a masculine coming forward to a feminine. Because now you're going to plant your foundation. All right. Now you've got your seeds raining down. Why? Godhead. You've got to obey God. The emperor's not allowed to be idolized, boy. You're in trouble. Now he's in the naughty corner. Oh, yeah, he fucking is. Oh, yeah, Leo person when it comes to his love affairs, his romantic attachments, when it comes to self-expression, when it comes to creativity, art, and drama. Ooh, yeah, God said, you see that pick me on my Leo? You're in trouble. So this player is in the naughty corner for the way he's been playing on Earth. Oh, yeah. The way he was working with an Earth sign person. Isn't it? Want to be famous, did ya? Leo, working with team people. Oh, God said you're in trouble. You're in a naughty corner. Oh, yeah, you are. Your answer's going to kick your ass. No looking at necessary transitioning, relocating, moving forward away from a conflict, all right? But patient man is donkey. Now looking at Aquarius person. Moving to calmer waters, or there's masculines coming from maybe abroad, maybe gone on a boat, all right? A boat of self. Because now you're maybe taking all these thoughts of difficulty with a bunch of people, rivals, moving away from that energy into simplicity. Someone's been guided by the angels to bring in healing, maybe a Aquarius person. So now you see the arch to see God. Do you understand? Calmer waters of the mind coming out of difficulties. Then now you see the waves. Because someone's got you got to be in the middle passage. Going forward. So someone's going forward, Aquarius person when it comes, or maybe a Leo person or Aries person taking charge at the mind, bringing the mind to calmer waters. Because now you got the rod to mix your foundation. Remember, there was none here. The Empress came. The Empress said, I got your back, Emperor. So now she's come with all that love and emotions. So now she's watering, okay, his abandonment issues, okay. So now he's looking at this conflict to be more reliable because he knows once he's with God, all his plans, all his ideas is going to come and hit the goals. So now there's lots of water within the masculine. Do you understand? Now this body of the masculine is moving forward. Now he's got lots of emotions to plant. Lots of seeds now. Look at that. Muddy water, pure water. Now he can stand up for himself. And he won't, nobody can rock the boat when it comes to emotions. He won't be drained anymore. Them days are dead. Them days are over. No more hidden mystery. Done. 2 of Cups. God's 2 of Cups. God said, "Men are busy well or no." So now you look at maybe the Queen of Swords. Maybe look at the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Look at foundation. Maybe this masculine is coming forward. Maybe he wants to break down her foundation. And she says, okay, it's a burden. Why? Because she comes want the truth, nothing but the truth. This is when the masculine is really, really, really tested now, because he can't buy her love. He can't say, "Baby, I'm home. I'm so sorry. I left you abandoned. Here's a fucking house." She'll look at him with her sword in her hand and say, "I dare you to open that mouth again. I dare you to insult me again." And he'll come back out with salt in his wound and go back into his energy thinking, "I've got to rethink my plans again." So now we're looking at a foundation. Someone's foundation was coming down, but they got the support from God. All right, people? It's all right. Just use your intuition. Don't be afraid. All right, I know to go into the unknown, it can be very difficult, but you can still balance the feminine masculine energy within yourself to find the golden star within you, all right? Because now you're looking at a situation where you're looking at the masteries of self, mastery of discernment, right? It makes you go to God and the soul of the self. Now you're looking at spiritual leadership by using the crown chakra, and someone's happy, a Leo person. He said, "Yeah, I'm happy to rip down your foundation, boy." Really? I dare you, boy. Maybe someone's happy that they had support, maybe from the Empress, putting all that. Because what the Empress does, now, please, people, write your dreams down, okay? Both of you help each other. Because what the Empress does, she goes around to every 4 corners of the earth and she picks up his soul and she waters it back. She's building him back from within because she's in his heart. Oh yeah, I see my masculine's heart. It's got lifts. It's got stairs. It's got people. Listen, I've seen people being dropped, boy. I'm like, whoa, that was harsh. Because they weren't nice. He's not stupid. He'll drop it like a hat trick. And they're very surprised when he does it. So I've seen all sorts, man, you know. I've seen who's in what corner, who's on what level. And boy, am I stuck in that heart of his. Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, I am. So he said, yeah, that's fucking true, all right? So now you're looking at a pathway out of conflict by having support from the Empress. So now you've got victory, triumph. Someone's gone in the pathway out of that home, out of conflict, healthy boundaries, after being burnt out. Now the Empress, the counterpart of the Emperor, is now leading the masculine right back to God. You understand? With his emotions. So he can build bridges. Because now, can you see? Nothing is just wasted material. It was more conflicts. Once the masculine is guided by God, now you see the castle. Now you see maybe they was probably doing agricultural farming. Maybe they were doing like field work. You know, like when you plant a whole new city or something, it looks beautiful, beautiful bridges, everything, manufacturing, maybe a manufacturing place, all sorts. From rubbish to this. Beautiful. God said, I don't care. It's going to happen. God wants us to clean up the yard. Clean up the yard. And now we've got something beautiful. From a beautiful foundation, from a beautiful seed. And now you've got reliability. Because you went reliability. It's all about reliability, you know. See, once you create the truth, every time you plant ideas, organize, is always going to get to that goal. Because look, they had to wrap it up. They said, nah, I'm out. So you can see it was all haystacks wrapped up. You've got to take your own stuff and walk forward. Why? Because in the mind, you can see your own beautiful castle. Maybe someone's used to living in a big house like this, like a massive mansion with big trees and all that. Nah, that's what they want you there to maintain that foolishness. No, God said, that's your fucking business. That's your business. I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. That wasn't in the instructions. You're not fighting over something you shouldn't have touched in the first place. Taurus person. All right, shouldn't have touched in the first place. Someone should have healthy boundaries, man. I said a Taurus person and a Taurus person. Healthy boundaries. So now they're in trouble. Walking dead people. You see them? You see these little dead people y'all saw? Look. Look at them right here. Laying down. Skeletons. No behavior. No, but burn out your own self over greed. So you can't blame no one else but yourself. You got to go within and blame yourself. Look in the mirror. Man in the mirror. I just said Michael Jackson. Man in the mirror, man. You got to look at yourself. There you go. Queen of Pentacles. You got to have boundaries behind the Queen of Pentacles. My God said, mind yourself. You're such a Sagittarius person. You're in trouble. When it comes to this solid foundation, you bring it into conflict. You was relying on this conflict because you don't believe in God. So now someone sees this Queen of Swords as the Empress. There you go. A good businesswoman, very creative, right? Comes with discernment. And now you're looking at somebody went forward to a Queen of Pentacles with sexual activity. It was all about sex. And God said, I didn't tell you to. Empress don't do that. That's why they're not in the chariot. It's a burden. They try to get themselves in a chariot by any means necessary. It ain't going to work like that. Only the Emperor and the Empress gets in this chariot. So now someone's running away from a difficulty. Okay? Because now you're understanding. Someone's very flirtatious. So now it's a burden to give back Leo maybe his donations. It's a burden. A lover. It's a burden. And now they're trying to fight any cost because they know they've got to give it back. It's repentance. This is God stuff. God don't care about your people and you can teach from whoever you want. But when it comes to God, you've got to give it back. There's one person you can't fight. No, it's a burden for them. A Taurus Sagittarius person is a fucking burden. And Leo's happy, boy. You got to give back everything. Sagittarius person, these lovers of a Gemini person and a Leo person, they've got to give it back. They've got to give it back. They've got to give back every single fucking penny. Now, someone wants to go to a Queen of Swords and give them an offer and investment. They think she's very courageous. A Leo person thinks she is anyway. Yeah, that's a secret, man. Because secretly, somebody was planting foundations with maybe a Queen of Pentacles. And now this Queen of Wands. You're just looking at this woman. Look at her trying to hide in the distance. Trying to hide now. Yeah, you better hide. Because someone sees the Queen of Swords as the perfect businesswoman. So you bring creation, someone you can rely on. Because they're connected to God. Because they're balanced King and Queen of Swords. Can't play with that. And now, Queen of Pentacles heartbroken. Says you're right, I don't believe in God when it comes to wish fulfillment. That was a wish fulfillment to rely on a conflict. That's wickedness. A businesswoman you're probably dealing with, or a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Wickedness, man. They bring conflict with their friends, partnership, contracts, you name it. And now this Queen of Wands didn't even know. Now she knows now. If you ain't getting no work and shit, there you go. There's your friend. Look at your friend. And now you go down together. Ride or die, boy. Now you look at maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person when it comes to work, when it comes to deception. Yeah, man, it's all about new love, man. Someone's heartbroken about a Libra person when it comes to work, when it comes to this conflict. Because someone tries to hold on to this work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Queen of Pentacles tried to hold on. Now they're heartbroken because they've had conflict. They were relying on this conflict. They're relying on the Queen of Swords being barked at so much that the spirit was broken. That's what they were relying on. And the mind went into difficulty to mental institution. But God said, I sent her here. Why would I leave her to the wolves? So now we took the clothing of the sheeps. Do you understand? Now we see the wolves around this Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. Scaling around them like sharks. Jaws of the laws, of the claws, of the Satans. You understand? Now, we took their sheep clothing and we made it into fucking clouds, baby. Now, they're naked in front of everybody. Exposed, naked. Now they're in this tower. Naked. The naked truth, boy. So it's a burden for a Taurus lover and a Sagittarius lover or Gemini or a Leo person. So now we're looking at situation. Oh, the Emperor said thank you. He said, thank you all for your support. I haven't been very nice to the Aquarius person, having difficulties. I was here today, gone tomorrow, but I'm trying to protect it from as far as I can, especially from within. That's what he just said. He said, thank you. He said, thank you. Thank you. He wants us to reunite and have a conversation. That's Gemini energy. Maybe someone wants to come and reunite with the Queen of Swords, have a conversation. Maybe they like the intellect. Maybe they're looking like loving this person. Yeah, they feel that's just their happiness. It's their happiness. Hey, King of Wands! He said, you're my counterpart you always had from the moment I met you, man. Cha. I want to come in and have some blunt talking about us being telepathic. We're soulmates. I feel balanced. I got healthy boundaries. I'm so having a human experience, and I'll come forward to a 2 of Cups. Sorry, I ended it, made it stuck. That's the truth. I know it was a burden about this fight on this pathway, but I made a decision when it comes to work, defending myself against this lie, unrequited love. I walked away. I left a person, an earth sign person, in stress. He doesn't care. He's thinking about his own groundship as maybe a King of Pentacles. So now he's looking at this regret with an earth sign lover. He's thinking about it, about this Capricorn person trying to take control, manipulation. When it comes to the Queen of Swords, when it comes to her messages, it came into a conflict with also Queen of Wands. Maybe someone feels like there's a Queen of Cups as well, looking at justice, afterlife, options, backstabbing when it comes to someone's foundation, with a Taurus person and a Leo person and a King of Cups. It was a hidden secret when it comes to this destiny swapping or karmic cycle. Because someone looked within, destiny swapping, someone's worshipping the devil. Because they're spirit, dark spirit person. They looked at this insight. Now they feel like they lost the love of his life. He's having a different perspective. A Leo person has gone within. And he's thinking about this Taurus person, this water sign person, wish fulfillments, under deception. But he's looking at love, looking at self-sufficiency when it comes to air sign person and having a conflicted decision. But he said he's blocked anyway. Taurus person's been blocked. Doesn't really matter if he does it or not. The earth angels are doing it anyway. It don't really matter. The earth angels are doing it anyway. I'm telling you, they're the juries, man. Where do you think justice system on earth comes from? There you go. Look within and find out. Someone's looking at an air sign person as an earth angel. And they feel like they blocked an earth angel and made a very difficult decision. A Taurus person. For money. To make them look independently wealthy. But now look at a new cycle of love. New cycle of love, all right? Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Love you guys, and thank you for liking, subscribe, and coming to TikTok. Remember, all my readings are free, so don't let anyone finesse and say, guess what, I'm charging. No, I don't, all right? Remember, I love you guys. Bye.